euros. So I'm gonna quickly show you what I bought for this week. And now I want to focus on like eating foods that are gonna help me perform better with my runs and weightlifting, so I can prepare for my 10K better this time when it comes to food. I have rucola and mixed lettuce, avocados, some tomatoes, tempeh, and I also have tofu from the times that I bought it on discount, garlic, frozen berries, oat milk for my coffee, rice, sweet potato, canned lentils, quark, just normal pasta because it's a shape I didn't have before. It looks like a hat, so bananas. I also have some apples from last week, bell pepper and zucchini, so this is also for next week. But they had those containers and smaller one, and I think it's so cute, nice and fun. It wasn't that expensive, so I was like, well, if it's cute, might as well. What am I gonna put in there? I don't know. Probably pasta or rice or oats, because I have like those IKEA ones that I don't really like. So yeah, I bought myself like a grater, but like with a box, so it's gonna be nicer and I would say less messy than when I'm just doing it on a wooden board and have the grater like, and then it's everywhere. So, and you can also do slices. And that's the grocery haul. So this is my breakfast for today. It's just oats mixed with chia seeds and protein powder. I added water for that and added some blueberries and almond butter. And of course, I have my cold brew with me. I already work out, so this is how I'm starting my Monday, I guess. And I have to get ready after that and go to work. So I'm just gonna be chilling because I have to leave in like less than an hour. So enjoy this week's foods, I guess. So this is what I'm having for dinner. And the recipe is at stir-fry tofu. And I have edamame, cauliflower, zucchini, rice, bell pepper, smoked tofu. I put a little bit too much water, so it kinda looked like a soup. And guess what? Of course, I did forget to vlog my lunch at work. But I'm gonna have it later this week also, so you're gonna see it regardless. Bros, I lost a nail. That's sad. I have to redo it today. This is my last meal of the day, and also at work I ate an apple, and before my tempo run I ate half of the banana. I forgot, but I drank also like a Starbucks coffee that I forgot to record because I was rushing to get the run done after work. See you in the next day. This is my breakfast. Just yogurt bowl with chia seeds, blueberries and raspberries, and some almond butter. And even though I could sleep longer today, I woke up normally like I would for work, but I also have to be early at the mechanic, so that's sad. But anyway. Oh, these are scissors. Oh. There is so much paper, and the package is so light. And I also played a lot, so. What about the coconut cold brew? The strawberries and cream flavored blend. And some cold brew singles to try. I have some buns and hummus. And we're at the beach right now. I would say it is like warm, but it's windy and it's like breezy. So yeah, I'm warm, so whatever. He is still in his clothes, so. And I'm really hungry. This evening for dinner I have the same I had yesterday because I have some leftovers and I'm not gonna be home for the weekend, so I don't want the products to go to waste, so I made this again. It's really good and filling. It's nice. So this is my typical breakfast that I have after my workout. Since I'm working out at home, I don't eat before my workouts. I don't have that much weight anyway, so I feel better when I don't do that. Probably if I was going to the gym and wanted to lift like heavier, I would eat something. This is my first meal of the day, my breakfast, that I have like the same almost every day. Of course, I have my coffee with me. So this is my lunch for today, and this is what I had on Monday when I forgot to film it while I was at work. So again, I have the tofu stir fry that I had on Monday also. But this time I added some mozzarella to that to give it a different flavor. And I'm gonna eat that while watching a new episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Yeah, I'm hooked. And from the beginning, I was Team Conrad. I don't know, like Jeremiah is nice, cute, and fun, but he's just a baby. Team Conrad, through and through. Yo bro, so Zaria, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You saw what I ate this week, I guess, and what I wanted to talk about in this video is my fitness journey update, which didn't go as planned, but like, let's start from the beginning. I'm binging like on average, let's say 3-4 days a week, which I'm eating till I want to throw up, and then sometimes I eat some more. So I would say like binge eating slash overeating. I would say it is overeating, but for me, overeating wouldn't be as much as I'm doing it. That's why I do think it's binge eating. Like in February/March, I started therapy because I was like in a really low point of my life. But I also do think it was because I was changing birth control. So that is like the other thing to get into an account, that it's not only the eating part, it's like everything that's going on in my life. And I'm also a stress eater. So when there is a lot of stress, I turn to food every time, which is pretty sad. I have tools, I know tools to like not go into eating, but food is like the simplest thing to pick to turn to instead of like doing something different, like, I don't know, journaling, going for a walk, because that takes more effort for me, for my brain. But anyway, I did start therapy. I had a few sessions. Therapy is so expensive. That is like the other thing, that it's really expensive. So I did want to continue it, but then I had like one session when we really didn't have anything to talk about, and the therapist didn't really like try to unpack what we were previously talking about. So every session was when I came with a problem that I thought about before, and I was talking about it with a colleague of mine at work, then that colleague was fired. So I didn't have really anyone to like talk to and to like get out of my head with, you know? So then I didn't know what to talk about with the therapist, because I just wanted to not think about food. And then like I'm thinking about food when I don't want to, then I am distracted, so I don't think about it for a while, and then I have to talk about it all the time. And if this was like different problems every week, it would be okay, but it was like the same thing over and over again when I didn't do anything to fix that, you know? So we could say I was kind of like embarrassed every week to go to therapy, because I'm like, I'm not doing anything and I'm expecting something to change, but still I have to tell him, yeah, I didn't do shit. That was like the other thing that made me not want to be in therapy anymore. I always been skeptic when it comes to therapy. For me, everything needs to go my way. So that is like one of my problems, that it needs to go my way. If it's not going my way, then it's the highway, and I am just spiraling then. Yeah. So it wasn't going as I planned. It was a nice therapist, I would say, but therapist was a guy. So I'm thinking that he couldn't understand me as much as a woman would, because I was talking about like birth control, hormones, and it's like, well, and then he didn't understand. And sometimes I ask him questions and then he didn't understand my question, and then I had to explain, and I'm like, well, if I have to explain that, and I don't want to explain that, so I'm like, So yeah, so I started the therapy. It helped me at the beginning, but later I was just like, well, I'm paying for it, I'm not doing anything. The motivation was low. I was like dreading that therapy session that week, and then I also had to pay a lot, and I was like, well, it does not serve me that much. I can get all those information that he told me from the internet, and most of the information that he told me also I already knew. I just like, I am not acting on those. Yeah, but mostly I started the therapy because of my binge eating, and I also had like other problems that I want to unpack. But mostly we were focusing on the eating part because that is like what is wrong. I am stress eating a lot, and to not stress eat, I would have to not have stress. But the thing is, I will have stress because there's always something going on in my life, whether good or bad. Mostly it's like bad stress, and I'm like stressing constantly, so my brain does not have a break at all. Sometimes I'm also stressing when I'm sleeping, so then I try to compensate by eating. But anyway, the thing is, like my fitness journey started like when I was 16 or something, which is like sad because I am 27 now, so it's like over 10 years. I've been depressed also for like 10 years almost, and nothing really changed that much in my head. The thing is, like, a lot has changed, but not really. When I think back, I do think what I'm doing is like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So I am taking some progress, then I'm unprogressing, but still it's like a little bit of progress, you know, because like I'm a different person, I'm growing, I'm older, right? So it is different then. My weight always like varies between like 5 kilos, but it's always around like 75. And then sometimes I weigh more, then I lose some weight. So I weigh 75 and then I again gain some. And I thought, this pain trip is coming. So I'm gonna go on a diet, but this time I'm not gonna have a diet where I have like less than 2000 calories. Let's make it better. Let's make it more so I am not as hungry. But my brain is not registering that. I'm eating more now. It's just like, well, Daria, you're on a diet, so you're probably restricting, even though I was not. And I was eating everything. And I was binging on like healthy foods. So I could eat like a kilo of quark in one sitting, which is crazy when you think about it. The amount of food that went inside of me, it's just sad because that is like worth of a month or something in one day sometimes, and it's just give me a break. And lately I've been more depressed than when I was before, but also I have mood swings, and it could be related to my birth control. So there's other thing that I'm thinking about that sometimes it's like, maybe it's not me, it's the birth control, but who knows. But I've been in a like lower mood lately for the past like a week or 2. With my fitness journey, I was on a diet like 2 months or 3 or something, and I was supposed to lose weight. Like lose weight healthy, like half a kilo every week or something. And if I lose less, then I wouldn't be worrying about that. That was like the goal, right? Then guess what? It didn't happen. I did lose something, then I gained like more, and I would say I'm maintaining, but I didn't weigh myself in like 2 weeks, I think, because I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna like let this destroy my mood, so I'm just not gonna do it, right? So with my fitness journey, that I was supposed to lose some weight, I did gain weight. But the thing is, this is some losing situations, but I was sometimes winning. I was winning in my runs, which I am running faster and I can maintain one pace for longer now, even though I like gained weight. But maybe I also did gain weight with like muscles because I'm still working out, so could also be that, I guess. I would say when it comes to my fitness journey, just by losing weight, I did waste 7 months. Yeah, mostly because of my head. The thing is also, I was trying to fix it. I was trying to fix it with the therapy. I am trying to fix it with ChatGPT, asking him stuff like, bro, what am I supposed to do? And then he's telling me what to do, and I'm like, thanks for the tips, that is so smart. I'm screenshotting it and I'm never coming back to this again. But it is somewhere in my head and waiting for me. The same, I bought in April for my birthday, like the fitness instructor course. Do you think I touched it? Not a chance, nothing. Yeah, so now I'm officially off diet, and my plan for now, I don't think it's gonna be losing weight. That is like not my goal anymore. My goal is to like support my training, either with maintaining or like a slight deficit, I would say. Like support my training with running, that I'm training for less than an hour, 10k, and just strength training for in general. So that is like kind of my update. To summarize, I didn't lose weight. I actually gained weight, so that is like the lose side. I didn't feel that well with myself, and I'm still not feeling that well with my body, but I guess we are working on that still. The win side is I'm running faster, I can run longer in the same pace, which I thought it can't be possible with me and how much I weigh, but it is possible. Surprisingly, that is a big win for me. Now, my plan is to still fix my relationship with food. What is my goal now till the end of the year? I think I'm gonna just do like a list of habits that I want to build, which one of those habits is not reaching for food when the stress comes, journaling more, going on a walks as a type of meditation for me, and I want to eat for performance so I can train better and run faster. I do think that is all about my fitness journey, where I was, where I am, where I'm going. But I hope you enjoyed what I ate this week. I hope you got some inspiration as what to eat as a vegetarian, supporting your trainings. And yeah, see you next week.